Good morning, everyone. Jim Laird joining you live from Grand Pacific, Nicaragua. It's a beautiful day today, a little overcast. Maybe we'll get some rain today. I don't know. It started raining in some parts of Nicaragua. We're entering the rainy season, which is winter. So I'm excited to be experience that for the first time. It's kind of weird going into April, mid-April, end of April, and considering this winter. So today we're going to talk about the power of leverage and why it matters for your health. A lot of people, I think, well, here's the thing. Most of the wealthiest people, sure, they work hard, but they use leverage. Or people that are power lifters use leverage. The person with the best leverage is going to win. Like in football, the one that's the lower athlete on the offensive line that's able to sink low and get leverage on the other person is going to do better. For example, somebody that owns, thousands of stock in a company, say they make, like somebody like Warren Buffett, right? He owns Coca-Cola. He makes $500 million a year in dividends off Coca-Cola. The CEO of Coca-Cola might make $10 million, right? And the CEO and Warren Buffett didn't do any work in Coca-Cola. He let Coca-Cola work for him. People that own businesses hire employees to do work for them so they can leverage themselves. Dividend stocks is a good example of this. Buying property, these are all things that give you leverage. When it comes to your health, a lot of people forget about the power of leverage. Sleep buys you incredible leverage. Basically, if you put a lot of effort into your sleep, you're going to get appetite control, blood sugar control, inflammation control. You're going to recover faster from your training. You're not going to have, ravenous sugar cravings. You're going to be mentally acute. You're going to make good decisions. And this goes for getting outside multiple times a day and walking, reduces stress, manages stress, helps improve sleep. So all these things that you do, and that's why we hammer these habits over and over again, because they create leverage. And a lot of people are working really, really hard, but they're putting a lot of effort into things, but they're not putting effort into things that create lots of leverage. Maybe it's supplements, or maybe it's a high intensity exercise program that their body doesn't have the capacity to handle or recover from, or they're doing exercises that don't really do much other than just wear them out. So you want to create as much leverage as you possibly can. Something that creates a lot of leverage. Somebody, actually was on a couple group calls yesterday, and one of the group calls, a lady was saying that the biggest thing she's learned from being on the calls was just how much she could not shut her mind off and how much she couldn't shut her stress response off. And then she was just running around in this wound up squirrel state all the time. And by putting the tongue over her mouth, slowing her breathing down, when she started getting into these states where her mind started racing, she was able to lower and shut that strategy off so that she could actually relax and stay calm. And she says it's made a huge difference in her digestion, in her ability to just function as a person. And we hear that a lot. A lot of people don't realize what modern life is doing to them. And they just get caught up, and they get caught up in this spinning wheel in their head, and they can't shut it off. So being silent, finding calm, shutting off, taking the time to relax, taking the time to calm down, shut your mind off, builds huge leverage for when you actually have to go. And there's nothing wrong with stress. Stress makes you better if you can recover from it and if you're able to handle it. And the other thing people don't realize is that, yes, stress mobilizes glucose. It makes you focus better. It can create incredible results as far as work. But that's like running on afterburner. And if you run on afterburners all the time, eventually you run out of gas. And a lot of people, I use this analogy all the time. Modern life is like getting in your car in the driveway, leaving it in park, starting it and staying in the driveway and revving the living hell out of the engine. You didn't go anywhere, but you still rev the hell out of your engine, and you wonder why your engine isn't running well, or why it needs more maintenance, why your car is broken. You haven't driven it anywhere, but you just rev the shit out of it in your driveway. And that's what a lot of people are doing in their head. So being able to recognize that, observe that, and relax is a big part of getting your health in order. So do things. That's why we have the 5 fundamental habits, because those 5 fundamental habits, if you put effort into those things, it creates massive leverage in your health. Walking outside 3 times a day helps with your circadian rhythm, helps you get vitamin D, helps you get red light. Particularly if you're able to do it with more skin exposed, right? I wear tan through clothing most of the time. Getting a protein at every meal. This helps build muscle mass. This helps speed your metabolic engine up. Helps regulate glucose. When you eat the protein with a meal, it helps keep your blood sugar stable. It helps with your appetite satiety, right? Drinking high quality water, preferably spring water. Being hydrated helps with appetite control. It helps you just feel better in general. It helps your body detoxify. Getting the lights off at night improves your sleep, which improves everything. Sleep is the most anabolic, the most powerful thing you can do for disease prevention, all those sort of things. And that's one of the reasons people are struggling today, because they're basically, the circadian clock is busted because they spend all day baking under fake light, and then they have the lights on at night. And then social connection, community, going out with your friends, feeling loved, giving affection, getting affection in return. Those are all things that are very important for your emotional health and well-being. So if you put effort into those 5 things, all those 5 things will create effort, will create leverage for you and help you have better outcomes in your health or fitness goals. So if you want to get in on our webinar we're doing tomorrow, our lesson that we do every week for free, get on the email list, go over to stillmanwellness.com. and get on that email list. There'll be an email going out tonight. We're talking about the mistakes people make in diet and supplementation tomorrow. That's at 10 a.m. Eastern. Looking forward to that. Dr. Stillman and I always have a fun time with that. And what else? Go check out Nika Barbell. If you go to my link tree in the description below, you click on that, you can go over to Nika Barbell, check out the project I'm doing here in Nicaragua. I'm doing a lot of great things, sponsoring the baseball team, helping with some local projects here, helping people out, plus building a gym on the beach. I don't have my Nika Barbell t-shirt on now. I should, but you can get coffee mugs, t-shirts that have things like "Get outside, don't be a zoo animal" written on the back of them, so you can encourage people, make them think about, hey, maybe I need to get outside more. Just being in nature calms you down and helps you relax. So pictures of nature actually do that as well. So imagine if you actually took the time to get out in nature. So make sure you get outside today. We'll look forward to seeing you on the webinar tomorrow. Have yourself a great day.